Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the best settings for Destiny 2. Now with Lightfall coming out, a lot of settings have changed and the game has obviously got new areas of the game and a lot of people are struggling to run Destiny 2. So I've sort of trial and errored a few settings and I'm going to show you exactly what I believe is the best settings video wise, and then I'm going to show you my keybinds for keyboard. But if you're a controller player, don't worry, it's going to help for the video settings. If you guys want the controller settings as well, if this video gets 100 likes, I'll make an updated version telling you about the controller and what's best to use. But with that said, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on today's video, and let's jump straight into it. Massive shout out to Blazing Boost for sponsoring today's video. If you guys need to get anything Destiny 2 related, if you're struggling with any endgame content, this is a place to check out. They offer a Sherpa service, which will mean you won't get banned for using this service like other sites that use recovs. This is a Sherpa service where someone will go through the raid, teach you how to do it, so then you can teach other people. Now they have a Trustpilot with over 30,000 reviews, all 5-star, and if you do use Unstoppable7 at checkout, you will get a 7% discount. So starting off with our keyboard settings, what we do have is look sensitivity, we have that on 10, ADS sensitivity we have on 0.7. Now I just want to clarify, this is my opinion, what I find really easy to use. Obviously if you're used to your keybinds and you don't want to change, that's perfectly fine. But if you're just starting out on Destiny, this is a really good sort of base point with keyboard to try out. I haven't been playing keyboard that long, but it definitely has helped me, especially when transitioning. So pretty much most of them are standard, like your WASD. You can slow the video down if I am going too fast, but pretty much what I have that you guys should really change is charge melee I have on my mouse, so it's mouse 1 button, and uncharged as mouse 1 as well on that button. Then pretty much the other items or the mods are pretty much the same, such as crouch, I have that on mouse button 2, which just makes it a little bit easier to sort of spam shoot. Class ability on C, air move T, interact E, and obviously previous weapon I do normally just use 1, 2, 3 for obviously changing. Primary weapon fire changing, dodge to the left, dodge to the right on the Sparrow. All these settings right here, what you guys can do is obviously pause the video for the bits you guys need to change up. They're the keybinds I do run and I find them really well for PvP and PvE. So try them out, let me know if I should make any changes. Like I said, I'm not that good on keyboard, I'm pretty much new, around about 6 months. I'm not a bad player, but obviously I am a lot better on controller. But moving on to what this video is mainly about is the video settings. Now a lot of people are getting sort of low FPS and frame rates on this sort of new update with Lightfall. So what I'm going to do is show you exactly what is the best. Now because I record and obviously I have to tab in and out a lot, I do have windowed full screen, but if you guys are just playing the game, make sure this is set to full screen. It's going to increase obviously your frames quite a lot, so make sure you have that on. Now resolution wise, make sure it is whatever your monitor is. Now I run a 1080p 240Hz monitor, so the max I'm running is 1080p. If you're running 4K, obviously your FPS, your frames will be a lot less. However, if you do want that better quality, you can run 4K and these settings will work just as good. So it's totally your preference. If you want performance, I'd always recommend going 1080p. But if you want visuals and the game to look really nice, if you guys do have a 4K monitor, stick it on 4K. Now VSync, make sure you guys do turn this off. It's a lot better off. As you can see, it does have 60 FPS and that. You don't want these on because it will drain your PC. Now for me, I've frame capped it because I don't want my PC trying to run more frames than it actually can. So I've capped it at 240. This will depend on the monitor you guys have. So if you have a 4K 144Hz, make sure you cap it at 144 on the frame rate cap. Field of view, for me, I feel like if you're not running 105, you're pretty much at a disadvantage. Seeing the whole terrain pretty much further out is a lot better in game. It does affect FPS a little bit, but for me, it's what I'm used to, and I do feel like the game looks a lot better on 105. A really good one if you want to increase your FPS if you're really struggling with a low-end PC is drop it to 100, and obviously the frame rate will go up by quite a bit, and it's not that much of a difference, but for me I can keep it on 105. Now right here you're better off setting your preset as low, but I'm going to keep mine to show you obviously what it is. Now for your anti, you definitely want this off. Trust me, it's going to save you, and to be honest it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Screen space ambient, make sure that's off. For your texture on this one, you definitely want off. For your texture quality, leave that on high. Shadow quality, you're going to want this on low. Depth of field, you want off. Environmental detail distance low. Character detail distance low. And foliage distance low. For your shadows, leave that on medium. Light shafts, medium. Motion blur and wind pulse, make sure these are off. These are going to affect your PC quite a bit for literally no benefit at all. Render resolution, make sure that is 100%, otherwise it's not going to render to your 1080p, which is definitely what you want. Then you do want HDR. If you do have it, you can turn it on, but I don't have a HDR display, so that's capped off. Now chromatic aberration, we have that off. Film grain off, and I do have NVIDIA obviously reflex on as default. But if you don't have that, don't worry, this won't be an option, just that I have a NVIDIA graphics card. So that is pretty much the settings. If you guys are struggling to run and you want FPS and a decent looking game, these are definitely the best settings. Like I said, make sure that is set to full screen if you guys don't like windowed full screen, because it will increase your FPS even more. But because I am streaming, that sort of thing, I need to tab out a lot, so it saves me a lot of the time. Now the other settings I want to talk about quickly are these ones right here. We don't have any color blind on or anything like that, but for me, if you're on PC, make sure you have PC default reticle. It's going to look a lot better, and it's going to be more in the center of the screen. I found console, it sort of aims a lot further down than obviously the PC, so try it out, trust me, it's a lot better. Reticle color, whatever you prefer, I always prefer white, and pretty much the only one that you're going to want on is full auto. This makes any gun full auto pretty much, and it is a really handy setting that not that many people know about, so definitely have that on. And that's pretty much the settings, guys. Like I said, it's just a quick video updating you on the Lightfall settings for the best sort of performance you can get out of Destiny 2. So if you guys do leave a like, subscribe, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.